Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and today we are back with more Know Your Members of Congress for the 119th Congress. Today we are looking at Senator Tammy Duckworth, who is one of the two senators for the state of Illinois. Before she took office, she is a Democrat. Let's get that out of the way. She is a Democrat. But before she took office, she was preceded in office by Mark Kirk. Now, let's go ahead and see who Tammy Duckworth is as an individual. She was born in Bangkok, Thailand on March the 12th, 1968. Graduated from President William McKinley High School in Honolulu, Hawaii in 1985. Earned a Bachelor of Arts from the University of Hawaii in Manoa, Hawaii in 1989. Earned a Master's of Arts from George Washington University in Washington, D.C. in 1992. Attended Northern Illinois University in DeKalb, Illinois. Has been a helicopter pilot for the United States Army Reserve 1992 to 1996. A member of the Illinois Army National Guard 1996 to 2014, attaining the rank of Lieutenant Colonel, served in Operation Iraqi Freedom and was awarded the Purple Heart, had an unsuccessful candidacy for election to the U.S. House of Representatives in 2006. Director of the Illinois Department of Veterans Affairs 2006 to 2009. Assistant Secretary of the United States Department of Affairs 2009 to 2011. Delegate on the Democratic National Convention 2012 before being elected as a Democrat to the 113th and the following Congress. So she is in her 7th Congress, but it is her second term. Because remember, senators do 6-year terms. So yeah. 2013 to 2017. She was not a candidate to the House of Representatives for re-election, but was elected as a Democrat to the United States Senate in 2016 and re-elected in 2022 for the term ending January 3rd, 2029. I stopped a little early and kind of got myself confused. 7 Congresses altogether. So, yeah. 2 terms in the House, that's 2 Congresses, 4 years. And then she's been elected for the second term, which ends January 3rd, 2029. So her next term, if she wishes to go for election again, is in 2028. Now, let's go ahead and look at the committees she is on. She is on the Committee on Armed Services, of which she's on the Subcommittee on Airland, the Subcommittee on Personnel, and the Subcommittee on Readiness and Management Support. She is on the Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation, of which she's on the Subcommittee on Aviation, Space, and Innovation, of which she is a ranking member, the Subcommittee on Surface Transportation, Freight, Pipelines, and Safety, and the Subcommittee on Telecommunications and Media. She is on the Committee on Foreign Relations, of which she is on the Subcommittee on Europe and Regional Security Cooperation, the Subcommittee on Multilateral International Development, Multilateral Institutions, and International Economic, Energy, and Environmental Policy, of which she is a ranking member. And she is on the Subcommittee on State Department and U.S. Aid Management, International Operations, and Bilateral International Development. And she is on the Committee on Veterans Affairs. Now, let's go ahead and look at her top 5 individual donors and contributors over this last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have Emily's List. And they are a left-leaning American political action committee that aims to help elect Democratic female candidates in favor of abortion rights to office, and was founded by Ellen Malcolm in 1985, with the name being a backronym for, should be acronym. Early money is like yeast, alluding to the way it makes the dough rise. And the saying refers to a convention of political fundraising. Receiving many donations early in a race helps attract subsequent donors. Emily's List bundles contributions to the campaigns of Democratic women in favor of abortion rights running in targeted races. Altogether, it has donated $188,986, and once again, that's Emily's List. Next, at number 2, we have Simmons Hanley Conroy, and they were founded in 2006 and are a law firm whose line of business includes providing full service legal advice. They are headquartered in Alton, Illinois, and one of the nation's largest mass tort law firms, with primary areas of litigation including asbestos and mesothelioma, pharmaceutical, consumer protection, environmental, and personal injury. And it has been appointed to leadership in numerous national multi-district litigations, including Vioxx, Yaz, Toyota, Unintended Acceleration, and Dupuy Pinnacle. The firm also represents small and mid-sized corporations, inventors, and entrepreneurs in matters involving business litigation, with offices in New York City, Chicago, San Francisco, Los Angeles, St. Louis, and as I mentioned, headquarters in Alton, Illinois. Altogether, they have donated $135,100, and once again, that's Simmons, Hanley, and Conroy. Next, at number 3, we have Marquis Energy, or Marquise Energy. They produce renewable energy and offer ethanol, distiller's grain, corn oil, and other other energy products, and serves customers in the United States, being headquartered in Hennepin, Illinois. Um, they began as a 100 million gallon per year Fagan ICM ethanol facility in 2008, and drawing from a strong track record of growth, completed its expansion in 2015, making it the largest dry mill ethanol facility in the U.S., with a production capacity of about 1 million gallons of fuel-grade ethanol per day. Altogether, they have donated $132,632, and once again, that's Marquise Energy. Next, at number 4, we have AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, which is a pro-Israel lobbying group that advocates its policies to the legislative and executive branches in the U.S. and is one of several pro-Israel lobbying organizations, and has been called one of the most influential lobbying groups in the United States. It was founded in 1954 by Isaiah L. Kennan, a lobbyist for the Israeli government, partly to counter negative international reactions to Israel's Kibbutz massacre of Palestinian villagers that year, and became a powerful organization in the 1980s, and in 2002 expressed intent to lobby Congress to authorize use of force in Iraq, and defended that Iraq war in 2003 at AIPAC events. In 2005, Pentagon analysts pled guilty to espionage charges of passing U.S. government secrets to senior AIPAC officials in what became known as the AIPAC espionage scandal. They are vile, evil, disgusting, gross, and bribe both parties in an attempt to control American treatment toward Israel. Altogether, they have donated $105,500, and once again, that's AIPAC. Finally, in 5th, we have United Airlines Holdings, and they are a major airline. I guess they're the headquarters of the United Airlines headline. Let me try this again. They are the holding company of the airline United Airlines, which itself is a major airline in the U.S., headquartered in Chicago, Illinois, that operates an extensive domestic and international route network across the U.S. and 6 continents, and with more destinations than any other airline, and regional service operated by independent carriers under the brand name United Express, feeds its 8 hubs and the Star Alliance, of which United is one of 5 founding airlines, extends the network throughout the world. It was formed beginning in the 1920s as an amalgamation of several airlines, the oldest of these being the Varney Airlines, created in 1926 by Walter Varney, who later co-founded the predecessor to Continental Airlines. Since Varney was part of United, the founding year of United in 1926, making United the oldest commercial airline in the U.S., it is ranked among the largest airlines in the world since its founding, often as a result of mergers and acquisitions. It has hubs in Chicago O'Hare, Denver, Guam, Houston International, Los Angeles, Newark, San Francisco, and Washington Dulles. Its parent company is United Airlines Holdings, which is the original donor we were talking about. Altogether, they have donated $62,398. And once again, that's United Airlines Holdings. Now, let's go ahead and look at the top 5 industry donors and contributors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have retired, who altogether have donated $3,450,699. Next, at number 2, we have lawyers and law firms, who altogether have donated $1,056,899. Next, at number 3, is women's issues, who altogether have donated $780,685. Next, at number 4, is securities and investment, who altogether have donated $659,170. And in 5th is Democratic Liberal Groups, who altogether have donated $631,020. Now, let's go ahead and look at all the donors at a glance. Individually, Emily's list. While I'm not a big fan of PACs, it is one that fights for the correct thing. So, okay, good. Simmons, Hanley, Conroy. I'm not a big fan of law firms. They don't seem that bad. But still, not a big fan of law firms. We'll give them Marquise Energy, same. Not a big fan of energy companies. But it seems to be production in ethanol, which means biodegradable, because it's made of corn and everything. So, with that being the case, to APAC. We know how we feel, and I'm disappointed in you, Duckworth. Boo, suck. United Airlines Holdings. No, let's give them an ooh. They're one of these big monsters. Airlines are needed though, but still, they're one of the big monsters. So, ooh. Industry-wise, retired, great. Absolutely wonderful. Lawyers and law firms, ooh. Women's issues, great. Absolutely wonderful. Securities and investment, boo, suck. Democratic Liberal, boo, suck. You have some good ones, some okay ones, but for the most part, there's a lot of stinkers in there. I'm going to have to go... But yeah, this has been a look at Senator Tammy Duckworth, one of the 2 senators for the state of Illinois. As always, educate thyself, think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting my links and sources in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.